I'm John Fox on channel John West. I am having an Opus Magnum adventure, and this is Chapter 5! Chapter 5. Opposing plots. And we've got ourselves an invitation. You are invited to the Fortunus Ball, a celestial ballroom, the grand observatory of House Soria. Guests of honour is Taros Colvan of House Corvan, Lania Prarius of House Montfort, and Seno Jernaval of House Jernaval. And presenting Clara Soria of House Soria, music by the Orchestra Covia and the Soria Ensemble. Entertainment is the Right Barons Players. There we go. So we have the Scions. Well, is that a level? Ooh, we've got new people. Verin, it is my understanding that the alchemists must pass a difficult course of study at the Imperial University, and therefore only a very few number graduate. That is correct. And therefore, alchemists tend to keep track of each other, even as they spread across the city. Oftentimes. It follows, then, would it not, that the alchemist of house like House Colvan would be aware of another house like House Van Tassen had a new alchemist. Taros, I see where this is going, and I want to say, and yet I'm surprised to say that my alchemist somehow neglected to keep this in mind. I did nothing to detain or incapacitate him during this time. How strange, don't you think? I've explained this. We made our best attempt, but he slipped away somehow. If you've notified me sooner that the shipment of ore was missing. Excuses! I only hear excuses from you. Please, young Taros, I must remind you that your father and I... My father should have gotten rid of you long ago. You're not fit to mention his name. You fancy yourself a strategist, but your counsel isn't even worth your alchemy. Leave me. You're making a mistake, Taros. I said leave. We have another Sigmar's Garden, which I'm going to ignore. We have a Mist of Hallucination. So that's invitation. Scion, I never remember which one it is. It's a will, and Mist of Hallucination. It's going to be a long title. So let's click this. When you first suggested getting a mannequin, I thought you were joking. I wasn't. It was useful for finishing Clara's dress, wasn't it? Yes, it was, but I hardly expect you to consider such matters. Now the dress is done, we could dispose of it. No, I have use for it, just as soon as I finish this formula. Should I be alarmed? No, or maybe only a little. So this is the Mist of Hallucination. We have ourselves some H's. We have ourselves some triangles. But we need that 4. Where are we going to get the 4 from? I'm not going to call them by their real names. I'll never remember. Tin. Just a bit of tin. We can turn the lead into tin, which is nice. Into tin. Are you happy, John? I am. I'm enjoying myself. Into tin. Yes, so we'll use this to turn it into tin. So, we could do this with just 2 arms. Like I'm James Ellsworth. A Bond man with 2 hands and a plan. No, what? No, I don't actually have to worry about that for once. So... we only need 3, so I'm actually thinking we want the tin at the top, maybe. We'll do it like this, and then that one can go to the bottom, and I'll plan accordingly. I could do that. What would be the point? But that puts that really far away from that. That's the annoying one. No it's not. Yeah, it is. Why are you doing that anyway? You need to connect them. Yeah, but having a vague idea of the direction is kind of nice. Because what I do is I grab this. I don't think there's a rush. I won't rush it. Go forward twice. We let it go. We go back twice. Grab another one. We go forwards. One more. And then back one more. Grab it. And that's all of that done. And we just need to put it somewhere. And I think this is all we should need. Yeah, let's not try and be too clever. Too clever. You know what I mean. We can keep turning this around, so we'll want something like that. So, let's say I want to put this there. I wouldn't want to put that there, would I? Yeah, I would. I'd want to put that there, then put one there. Let go. Alright. Grab. Turn. Let go. Turn. Grab. Turn. Pivot. See, I'm thinking now I should have something else pivoting. Even that is probably unnecessary at this point. So let's say 3 is grabbing there. There. Now it can turn. It just needs to turn at this point. One early, but that's fine. Let go and return. And then the rest is easy, right? Getting that there is fine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make the line first, and then I'll pause it in the right places to quickly put new things in. So, 2 needs to go back, which So that's 3 is going to let go. Two goes back, grabs. And turns again. Which it does appear to have time to do. I'm so confused about what I've done. No, it's looping. John, put C's in. At this point, 2 needs to go back. It needs to have let go. Let go. That's not let go. Let go and go back. 3. That 3 needs to grab. Turn and pivot the opposite way. Twice. That is where golden needs to come in. It also needs to turn at this one. But we have Goldie. Goldie needs to go there. We're just going to do another one, it's going to be easier. Me figuring out what to do. Now. No, I'm going to keep it like that. Gold goes there. Turns there. We may need to pause. There's going to be issues, I know. Not an issue I realised would happen. It's kind of annoying. Damn. Fine. I'm going to have to change how 3 works a little. Before I do that, I can do 2 things, right? I can make 2 do the moving instead of 2 and 3. Because 3 is now in the way. What does 2 do? 2 does do that initial one. fine. 2. Two is going to grab, turn all the way the other way. We are not going to do that pivot. Well, I'll figure out where we are first. There's 3. Leave those pivots alone. That's alright, isn't it? What if 3 turns now? Two would have to let go. Let's do something else instead. Also, I'm not 100% keen on 2 go whoop, because that takes ages, but where's 3? Turn that into a minus. That's going to hit the 4, isn't it? Okay. Pivot. So I need that and there. It's on the complete other side, but one hasn't done anything for a while. To the point. Well, first things first. We can change how 1 even works. How? Like this. Does that help? It could do. So A, D, D, A, D. That's a stupid idea. I was thinking of doing just this. Something like that. It's quite a long way to go. What they would do, it would just it would plus a lot, wouldn't it? Oh no, it's a stupid way because it needs to go back. Why is 2 doing stuff? That's fine. H. Just trying to visualize it. It's quite difficult. Getting a bloody H there is really difficult. It's in completely the wrong place at this point. There. Where is it a turn before? Because we have that time while it's doing it. Okay, what we can do... because freeze stop doing stuff. We want to get that. How do I get that? If we have that, just need to turn it right? I don't understand. That couldn't... doesn't make sense. I need this here. So let's say let it go, grab it, then minus. Didn't mean to do that actually. Doesn't need... The problem is it's now doing it slightly too early as well, but that's kind of fine. But it may as well just be out of the way. Think that's going to work? Who bloody knows? Four is going to minus, hopefully. It's not connected to anything, it just stops it from bumping into stuff. 5 is doing nothing for ages, though. Which makes me think it should be somehow be 1. I don't know how it would somehow be 1. Because it needs to be able to connect there, 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 and then... So, let's not have 1 grab it. What is the other options? It could somehow be 1, couldn't it? I'll keep that 5 there. What it could do, though, it could be that. It'd require that as well. What it would have to do, it'd have to grab, it would have to minus, it would have to get bigger, have to do lots of minuses, it'd do that afterwards. Oh, I hate that the 5's doing that by himself, though. I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot because that doesn't work. Alright, cool, that'll work. So 1 does grab it. It will minus twice. Extend outwards, which I'm going to have to add the ability to do. Then at the right time, it's going to turn. Which I'm guessing is there. Something's wrong. Yeah, how did I convince myself that was right? Right. Forget about this for the time being. That. Forget about that as well. It's not in the right position anyway, so... Can 3... Let's say 4 goes back down. Don't know how this would work. Let's see if that works. Four just gets out of the way at some point, doesn't it? Ooh. No, I wouldn't have the space. 4, get out of the way. That's 1. I don't know why. You still might be able to have that be a circle. Right, now I just need that there. How do I do that? We have 3 and 4 doing nothing for ages, and then 1 doing nothing for ages. Two isn't. It's not free until there. That's when that object becomes available. So. Do it. It involved going all the way around with 1. That seems really inefficient. Or the problem now is that's in the way. And 1 would have to do that weird stretching thing. Almost there. How do I get it in the right place? I'm just going to see the path. Three and 4 doesn't do anything for ages, so here's an idea. There's got to be a time where 1... Yeah, there's plenty of time for someone different to grab something. So 4 has loads of time to get into position, so does 3. So, what if... What does 4 do? 4 only has 1 job, doesn't he? He just moves out there. That's really wasteful of 4 anyway, to be honest. 4 really does nothing. He's in the way most of the time. plus plus. You know it has to be there. I think there. That seems really easy to get into position. We just need one. Where's one? No, one's still useless, John. No, it isn't. One's fine as soon as... So let's say 4 grabs it there. It grabs and it plus plus. Not the plus button. It's kind of lost, isn't it? How can it do something that's useful and then get back there? Oh, where do we want it? Oh, we still need the track. You want it there. So, how do I get something there? Maybe there's not a good place to put it, right? Maybe I've got this all wrong, and it needs to be there. How do I get it there? Because that seems like a lot easier place to put it. So knowing that, how do I get that position? Easy. That is now going there. So we don't even need that, do we? I just realised what I did. No? Then we pivot, right? Pivot. We're still on 3. Pivot twice. Does that do it? No, that was stupid. Right. I want that. It's weird that it saves it. I want to know where it's grabbed it from. Where is it the turn before? Right, it's there before. It is there, grabbing downwards. So, to get that, it would have... Yeah, hang on, my instinct. And then to... Okay, sorry, I know what I did wrong. We do another minus. We don't pivot. We turn. Okay, that's right. Okay, cool, cool. Then we might be able to just turn it right and win the game. Maybe. We'll see where it is. Oh. How do I get that one there? It's easy. It's trivial at this one. It's trivial. It's easy. You'd have to turn twice. So it would be gold and triangle. Like that. So in the meantime, we have that space, we have this space, because we don't really want to use this, because we want to shift that over at the end of the game. Shorten it, you know. Put that there. So it kind of looks like one should do it, but 4 does nothing for ages. It's not a long distance. I'd have to go down, turn all the way around, place it there, and then go back. It's a bit of an escapade. What might be easier is using 4. But how?
go there. Alright, let's try the annoying thing with 1. So... he would have to go 1, 2, 2, 3. G, G, G. Then turn a couple of times. That's interesting. No, it's not interesting, it's just infuriating, to be honest. Because it means I can't cut it forth. And 1 has to return. One has to. This is where it just seems really inefficient, but it is really inefficient. Probably space efficient though, because at this point 1 would have to do that, and 4 minuses. Whereas 3 would just have to do that, and let go. See if that works. I know there's a whole bunch of... Hang on. Turn and right. Why does 3 do a really weird turn thing? It is the answer, but it's a really stupid one. Right, because it's collecting something, that's why. Yeah. What's 4 doing? Apart from nothing. I'm not really happy with this one. Hang on, it's 1 that's being a dick, isn't it? Where's 1? What does it say? Yeah, I need another ride. Four isn't pulling its weight. Let's look at that. My area is even worse than Mighty Clunk's. That is a lose across the board. And Mighty Clunk has won across the board. Look at that. It's almost worth it just for that pattern. I think I may just concede the loss on this one. I did the most obvious. And I beat Spermia all the way through. So there is that, but man, not liking how much better Mighty Clunk did at this one. I do occasionally have to lose, and I think I'm going to keep that loss. So, during the battle with House Corvan, I created a mist intended on making outposts inaccessible even if we could not adequately defend them. I remember, are you planning a similar strategy? Something like that. The enclosed environment here is a better place for it anyway. I still can't imagine it delaying someone for long. It's not really for delaying. We should be long gone before anyone gets here. You should have a more obscure purpose. Sorry, she doesn't say that at all. She says, you have a more obscure purpose in mind. I do. You'll see. So, we're in the city. I'm gonna let you go. I've been John Proxima, Tunnel John on the West. I have been having an Opus Magnum adventure, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.